Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. My name is OJ. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Enjoy. Guys, I've already cut this on my fabric and you can see how it is. As I've mentioned, I've already had half inch all this area. This is for the center front and I cut this part folded, right? So this is it when you open it up. And this is for the side, right? I've also had half inch on this area to join it back. So when I remove this is what I will have. So I'll be placing it this way, right? So I'll flip it this way, then sew this with half inch to where this stop, right? I'll do the same thing to this other side too. Then I've also cut the lining alongside. This is the lining, right? So I'm using white lining for this. So I will sew the lining separate, sew the main fabric separate for the front. Then this is for the back. So I place it this way, cut it exactly on my pattern paper. As I've made sure there is no need of adding seam allowance to any part because we've had the seam allowance. And for the dart, I've already notched where I'm going to sew here, right? So I open it up this way. I'm going to sew my dart here for both sides, right? So this is how it will be. So this is how it's going to be. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and hold my dart here, hold the dart here, right? Then also the lining too, I'll hold the dart on both sides, right? So I'll place them right side face each other this way. I'll place it right side face each other this way, right side face each other this way, right? Then I'm going to turn the neck with half inch, right? Turn the neck of this too with half inch. So I'll do that, then come back to show you. So this is it, guys. I've already sewn the dart line. So this is for the front and here is the lining. So what I'm going to do now is that I'll be placing it right side face each other this way. Then I'll be sewing the neck, right? So I'll sew it this way, starting from here this way with half inch, right? Then after which I'll top stitch, I'll flip it to the other side, top stitch on this one, right? Then I'll bring it back, then sew the side. And sew the side with half inch, sew the side too with half inch. Then this is for the back. So this is the back, right? So I'm also going to place, I've also sewed the dart too here. So I'll be placing the lining on top this way. Then I'll be sewing this with half inch to turn the neck, then flip it to the other side too. So I will do that now to this, then come back to show you. Here is it, guys. I've already turned the neck, so you can see the neck neatly finished, and I've also turned it at the side. So turning it to the wrong side, this is what we have, the inside. So this is the inside. So you can see that top stitch on it, right? So this is the top stitch that is showing here. So then this is what we have for the front. Now for the back, this is what I have. I've already turned the neck and also turned the side here, then top stitch on this zip area, right? So this is it on for the both side. So this is what we have. So this is the down part, which is the skirt part. I've also sewn my dart here, right? So this is the dart. I've sewed the dart at the down part. So what I will do is that this for the front, right? This is the front. I've also sewn the dart here. To achieve the peplum at the waist area, the two side peplum, to achieve exactly that style that you're seeing on the screen right now, I'll show how to go about it in the pattern drafting. So now I'm going to trace it out of my basic skirt pattern. I'll then cut it on my fabric. So let me just show you how I'm going to trace it out. Second peplum. Right, so this is the small peplum that is inside, and this is the one that is coming out. So I'll use my tracing wheel to trace this out, then cut it on the fabric. So now after tracing this out, I'm going to remove it this way, and I'll be cutting it off. Now I've also marked the dart. Remember we add dart to the front, so there's going to be dart on this. So I'm going to close the dart, right? I'll be closing the dart before cutting it on my fabric. So on that thing again you can do is that before tracing it out, you can close this dart, right? And close this dart that you have here. close it, then place it on. So you close it this way, you close the dart, then you also close this other one, then you trace this out, right? So now this is the first one. I've already traced it out. This is the first one. So I'll be tracing this small one out, right? So I've closed the darts. So I'll be tracing the other one too out. So this is what I have now. So this is going to go this way. So this first will go this way first, right? Then this will come this way. Fabric. So I'll cut two of this, right? And I'll be adding half inch on this area here. Add half inch here this way, add half inch here this way. So I'll be sewing this. I'll cut two of this, then I'll sew this. So I'll cut two of these, then add half inch on the down parts here. Then I'll also cut two of these too, right? And I'll be adding half inch on this area here, right? So just this area. So I will do that, then come back to show you. And here is the cape at the down part, right, that we cut earlier. So this is what we have. So the cape, what I've done here is that I've sewed it the way I mentioned. I sewed the two. This is the two, right? So I sewed it half inch that I added for the seam allowance. Then top stitch on the wrong side. This is the wrong side. Top stitch on it. Then this is the right side. Then this other one too, I've also sewed it too. So it with half inch all this area this way, then turn it out, then top stitch on it. So I'll place it this way. So this is how we're placing it. Remember, this is where the one inside, right, is going to be coming towards this hip area here, right? Then this big one is going to be on top like this, right? So this is what we have now. So I'm just going to go back to my sewing machine, then top stitch on it this way, after which so I'll top stitch on it here, then I'll bring the front panel. So the front panel is going to go this way, right? Then I'm going to place it right side face each other this way. Then I'm just going to sew this with half inch, right? Sew it with half inch, then you turn it at this way, so it will be like this. And see the way it is, very beautiful, guys. So this is it. So you can see that it match, right? So even the dart, my dart is not going to show, but the dart here, it's also matching too. So if you add that to the skirt, so you make sure that it's match, right? So this is what we have. So I'm going to sew this. Then for the back, this is the down part. I've also sewn my dart too for the back. This is one side. And this is the other side, right? So this is what we have. So I'm going to be placing it this way too. Now this is the zipper allowance area, so this is going this way. So make sure that the dart too is also meeting here. So I'll place it right side face each other, and I'm going to be sewing with half inch. I'll do the same thing to this other side. So here is it. I've already sewed it, guys. So place it this way, and I've joined the down parts and the upper part together. So this is what I have for the front, and then this is for the back. So I'll place them right side face each other this way. I also place this too this way. So I'll place the right side face each other this way. This is the back now, and I'm going to be using this back. I'm going to be turning the shoulder, so I'll use this back to turn it. So I'll place it this way, right? Then I'll use this lining to turn it this way. Then I'll sew it with half inch. I'll do the same thing to this other side, after which I'll come to the side. Then I'm also going to shape in my side with my side seam allowance, right? So I'll shape it to the down part. I'll do the same thing to this other side. Then also, then I will sew the center back, right? I'll sew it to where I want the zip to stop, right? Then sew it to where my slit will also stop here. So I'll do that then. So guys, thank you so much for watching this sewing part. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do it to like and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Bye.